Hey, this is Hot Rod coming at you with a review from Transformers Ireland Online. It's a review of the Revenge of the Fallen Supreme Class Devastator, who I wanted not because it's Devastator. I want to put him in my universe line as Monstructor, because he's just got that. He looks like a beast when he's in the combined mode. As you can see, they're filling the frame. They're very big. Every toy. These guys in front wouldn't be that big. Long Haul and Rampage aren't too big, but the other vehicles are very big, and very cool, very heavy. So I'm going to go through each robot kind of one at a time, and then this may end up being two parts because there's a lot to get through, and we'll do some size comparisons as well to a figure that probably everyone has, which is Classics Optimus Prime in vehicle mode. So we'll just go through these now. I'll move some of them out of the way. We'll start with the small guys first, and we'll transform them as we go. Okay, so here first we have Rampage, roughly the same size as the deluxe class version, although this is an awful lot better size-wise, or design-wise and detail-wise than the deluxe class. I bought the deluxe class and wound up trading it in because it's just a terrible toy, except in vehicle mode. So here I get kind of the best of both worlds. I get the bigger guy and I get the vehicle mode that I like. Overall he's kind of a dusty sort of yellow, a mustardy kind of colour. He's pretty cool. He's pretty heavy, considering he doesn't end up turning into a robot. But he looks great, nice and compact, lots of detail. As you can see down the side, he's got a lot of kind of industrial detailing, just on the side there. And overall, it just looks really good. The treads have a lot of detail, as you can see, even in here. I think there's a lot more detail on this than the deluxe class version. As I was saying, colour-wise, it's kind of this mustardy yellow. He's got black on the treads, with more mustard yellow here on some of the gears and wheels. A grey nub here. This grey nub actually connects into Devastator for the leg. Kind of a black, kind of a matte kind of grey there on the windows. He's got some dusting here on the front, a little bit of weathering on the front of the scoop. And then on top, he's got some industrial barring across the front with the Decepticon logo and some detailing in there. The detailing actually says ANKA and then it's 111308. I don't know what that means, but it's nice to have the little kind of detailing there. And that's really kind of it for him. He's just kind of neat looking little vehicle. He becomes the left leg of Devastator, so we'll actually put him into that right now. So you fold this out, and then that actually is hinged itself again. You don't need to worry about joints with this guy. He is really tough. Try and make sure I'm doing this guy right. I've only had him a little bit. There we go. Okay, and that makes the leg there. When you transform him into leg mode, it reveals a bit more detailing. I mean, most of the truck is in the back, and then the front, any kind of hidden bits or bits that were underneath are actually emphasized then. So he has things like wires here and bent metal, which I guess it kind of adds to the idea that it's a combiner. I just like it because it kind of makes him look deformed and a bit messed up looking, which is why I'm going to use him as Monstructor. That kind of detailing carries over on all the toys. So that's Rampage done for the leg mode. Next we have Long Haul. Long Haul is, I don't think the actual vehicles in this set are in scale with each other, because Long Haul, when you put them next to Motormaster, or Mixmaster rather, seems to be desperately out of scale. But it's not such a big deal really, because I'm going to have them displayed as the combined mode anyway. Long Haul is the kind of industrial green that we saw in the movie. It's a darker green than the original Constructicons colour. He's got some brown weathering along the side here, black on the wheels and on this safety girder here, and on the other side. Yellow for lights, and the same kind of matte grey sort of paint for the windshield as Rampage, and a black Decepticon logo there. He's also got the grey nub here, which connects into the other side as Devastator's leg, and then he's got some kind of detailing in there, which is just random looking anyway. So we'll transform him as well. So you pull that out, flip this around to become the leg part. And there you go. Again, as I said, he's got this kind of haggard detailing here to make it add to the kind of monstrous side of Devastator. Just kind of brings out a little bit more in the figure. Paint-wise on all the toys, it's kept pretty simple, but there are little bits of detailing and things spotted around. So if you ever, like, you could get in there and bring this out if you wanted to yourself. But they did keep it fairly simple, considering. But it's, you know, it's cool. So that's the other leg done, so we'll take him out now. And we will bring in Scrapper. Scrapper is a kind of a bigger version of Rampage, more industrial sort of digger type thing, whereas Rampage is more of a plough, I guess. It's the kind of caterpillar sort of yellow on this guy. And then the same kind of matte grey there on the paint, and then this engine hub here is a dark grey, and he's got a silver tampoed Decepticon logo with BGE here. I don't know what the reference is of that, but you know, doesn't really matter. And then on the back he's got a hole here, which is very similar to the Energon combiners, because he becomes one of the arms, and this is it. This actually slots and clips, and it's the same principle as the kind of Energon combiners. Detailing on him again, he's got ladders up the back, some simplistic detailing here. This is done like the whole gridded sort of deck that would be on one of these vehicles, and there is some rivet detail. Again, the paint scheme is kept pretty simple, but he's pretty cool. I'll actually, just so that you get an idea of scale, the other ones are so small they're kind of smaller than Deluxes, I guess, but just to get an idea of scale, there he is next to Classics Prime. So I guess he's kind of in scale with Classics Prime there, but you know, you'll actually see how big these toys get later on with Prime. I'll show you later on. So we'll transform this guy. So we flip his tires up like this, or his wheels, separate this here and this here, spin this around, and then bring this back over. And that's kind of, there we go. That's it then for the arm, basically. The scoops kind of become fingers, I guess. So there he is, and this is what the arm is gonna, or this is gonna end up being an arm on Devastator. As you can see, he's got more of this kind of gnarly detailing here, twisted metal and such. It looks pretty good. A little bit of a kind of a brush of detail here or something, just some grey or some dusting or weathering would have brought it out a bit more, but you know, it looks pretty cool anyway. You can actually see more of the engine block there once you get it transformed, so there's like rivets, and then there's exhausts and things like that, and pistons. It's pretty cool looking all the same. And that's Scrapper.